Friends, what's up? It's Eric, free NBA daily bets. It's 1:30 a.m. on the East Coast, and NFL Sundays tomorrow. I'm just not going to feel like doing this NBA podcast tomorrow morning, so I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now, guys. Recap of yesterday was frustrating. I picked the two games correctly, but I bet them first quarter, first half. Thunder did not cover the first quarter or the first half, and the Bucks did not cover the first quarter, so it was literally a small win for me. Which it's okay, that happens. But I'm looking to move the needle, guys. I've been close to really breaking out here, and I feel like it's going to happen soon in the National Basketball Association. But yeah, so I've kind of took a quick peek at the games for today, and like any NFL Sunday, I'm pretty consumed with the NFL, but I am like determined to, if I see a spot where I feel like I can make money in the NBA, I'm definitely going to bet it. But I'm usually slow to release all those plays throughout the day. Like I'll have kind of an idea of what I like, and then just when the final injuries start coming through, I'll take a look 30 minutes before the game and see if anything stands out. So that's what I'll do. But let's go over these games, guys. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get after it. Let's go. First game up, we've got the New Orleans Pelicans at the Indiana Pacers. These teams literally just played 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. They've already played twice this year. November 25th. So yeah, like 3 weeks ago. And the Pelicans lost by 4 at Indiana. And then they beat the Pacers on November 1st at home in New Orleans, 125-118. So they've already played 2 times. New Orleans is not in good form. They've lost 3 in a row right now. They have Houston on Thursday. So let's take a look at the depth chart for the Pelicans because they're always banged up. So DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and Missy. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. I'm not trying to yawn on this, but I cannot wait until the NFL regular season is done. It's like always this time in December, like late, mid-December, where I'm ready for the regular season to be over because this in the NBA, this is a grind, guys. It's a grind. All right, so, yeah, starting 5 looks pretty good, healthy. Jordan Hawkins is out. Javonte Green is questionable. And, yeah, those are the only guys that really matter. But, let's take a look at that depth, though, guys. So they got Brandon Boston Jr. That's a good piece on the bench for them. Let's see what else they got. Jamal Cain, Trey Jimenez. Man, they really need Javonte Green, guys. Because that's what I was saying last game for the Pelicans. I was like, man, I want to take them against the Kings because I like their starting 5. That's a prideful starting 5 that they got there. And I just couldn't get there. But they covered. They covered against the Kings. Hold on, guys. Let's take a look real quick. I'm here. I'm doing this podcast. It's 1:30 in the morning. It must be worth all of our times, right? Like, let's not cut corners here. Let's really take a look and deep dive. Let's see if there's some value on the Pelicans. Because I'm telling you right now, if I have not checked the line yet on the Pacers in this game. But if I'm getting like a -7, +7 on the Pelicans, that's enticing for sure. All right, let's see. The bench: Jamal Cain, Brandon Boston Jr. Man, they played starters heavy minutes. Trey Murphy 40, McCollum 37, DeJounte Murray 35, Herb Jones 35. So they played Jamal Cain and Brandon Boston. That's it, guys. And Daniel Tice 14 minutes. Man, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. So yeah, that's not good. Let's take a look at Indiana. They're off the very nice win at Philly. But Philly lost some cavalry in that game, guys. Joel Embiid's out for a while. And Jared McCain, he might be done for the season. He tore like his meniscus in his knee or something like that. But yeah, they've won 2 out of their last 3 games. They have not been good at home. They lost 2 in a row home games. But before that, they won 3 in a row home games. That's right. That's right. So when they really focus at home, they get the job done. When they really want to focus, they'll get the job done, guys. All right, let's take a look at the depth chart for Indiana. See what the injury situation is. Man, they're fully healthy, guys, except for Aaron Nesmith. But he hasn't played in like a very long time. So, I mean, everyone's good. Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, Miles Turner, TJ McConnell, my boy TJ, Obi Toppin, Jarace Walker. Yeah, they're good. They're good. It's just with Indiana, like, what the heck team are you gonna get? What freaking team are you gonna get? Right? Like, are they gonna come to play? Or are they gonna be pussyfooting around? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're getting Indiana with a -7. Oh yeah, no, there's already money coming back. +6.5. So +6.5. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this for. I've only been betting the NBA actually for like 4 or 5 years now. But I mean, I bet the NFL like past like 12 years. Um, but I'm telling you right now, like, I'm getting really good. I can basically see where these lines are going to be. Like I told you guys, I have not checked the lines. I guessed a -7. So literally a -7 right there. Man, like I said, I think the only value is on the Pelicans. I definitely do not trust the Pacers laying that number. I definitely don't. And this was like the same number they laid on like November 29th when these two teams played last time and the Pelicans covered it. I think the Pelicans won the first quarter, first half in that game too. Let's check the total out. Total is 229. Man, it's just like I don't know. I mean, you need the Pelicans to be able to score. Like I just that see that's the issue with this game is that like yeah you have a lot of prideful players for the Pelicans, but you literally only have McCollum and Trey Murphy. I mean, Brandon Boston can score a little bit. DeJounte Murray can score a little bit. Herb Jones provides a little bit of offense, but like outside of those guys, like how are you going to get to 110? You know, like I mean, with that total, I do lean under because I feel like Indiana might be a little lackluster and Pelicans come out with some intensity, defensive intensity. I lean under there, guys. I kind of like that under. Let me write that down. I kind of like under 229.5 there. Just because I know that the Pelicans are going to come out and play really, really tough. All right, hold on. Let me put this in here. Under 229. And then, I mean, I might as well put New Orleans +7. I'll think about it. I don't know if I'll get there with it, though. But that's the only way I could look in that game, guys. I definitely do not trust Indiana laying more than 4.5 points, for sure. All right, next game, guys. Next game up. We have the consolation bracket from the NBA Cup. I guess that's what you could call it, right? We got the New York Knicks, the losers to the Atlanta Hawks, versus the Orlando Magic, the losers to the Milwaukee Bucks. And then obviously those two teams played tonight. Milwaukee beat Atlanta. Milwaukee's on to the NBA Cup final. So that's how that stuff works. Let's check the depth chart for the Knicks first. They're healthy. No one's on the report. No one's. Well, I mean, obviously, Mitchell Robinson's not going to play, but I mean, everyone that's been playing: Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Campaign, McBride. Precious Achiuwa is back. So they're good. They're good. Let's check the schedule. So they've been, and like I nailed this game right the other day with the Hawks with my 4-unit play on them. New York's just up and down right now, guys. Like they, I don't know what the word is. Like I don't want to say they play up and down because I don't necessarily think it's that. I just don't think they're like in sync very well. I don't think they're like, it's not all clicking in New York for the Knicks right now. It's just not. They can have moments where it can, but consistently having games click like for like a week period of time, like 4 or 5 games in a row, I mean, they've kind of shown that, but like if you just watch the games and like you see this team at the end of games and stuff, like you can just tell something's just off a little bit. Something's off just a little bit. I think they're going to figure it out, but right now it's not great. Now these two teams, Orlando and the Knicks, they played on Tuesday, December 3rd, and it was an NBA Cup game, and New York blew them out, 121-106, but they were up like 30 points. So Orlando's not going to forget that. Okay. Now the only thing is that I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, Orlando is due for is due to not cover point spreads here. Okay, because I'm telling you how this betting stuff works. When a team and so like hold on, I'm gonna drop some good golden nuggets for you guys like really listen to this stuff, and I know there's a couple of you guys out there that do. This is like really free game right here, really free game, like golden nuggets coming your way. Let me show you. Okay, so the NBA, I go like I said, guys, I go to teamrankings.com. I go to NBA against the spread trends, and then it literally pulls it up right here. So, like first place against the spread this year is Memphis. They're 18-8. That's 69% of the time they've been covering. So, guys, that's not going to keep happening. I promise you. Like if we look last year, right, and we pull up 2023, 2024, the best team was Orlando at 55-34. They were 61% against the spread. Like, in even that is really high. That's usually not that high. 2023, Utah was the best at 58%. So that's what I'm saying. Like, usually it's around there. So when you're getting a team that's at 69%, they will be losing some spreads here. Like this far into the season, when you have a good 26 games, like they're more than a quarter of the season through. They're like 30% of the way through, kind of, pretty much. Yeah. You could say that. 33% of the way through, almost exactly there. So we know going forward, these teams are not going to be covering. Okay, they're just not. Now Orlando is 59%. It's not that drastic. Let's take a look at the Knicks. The Knicks are 11-13, so they're 45%. So they definitely can cover some games here. So this game, basically, what I'm saying is like I already knew Orlando was overachieving a little bit, and now that they have no Banchero and no Franz Wagner, like this is a time where I think that we can bet against Orlando. They've had, and usually when your star players go out, the reserves and the backups and the team like rallies and they play really well for a couple games. Orlando has had those couple games. The only thing about this game that I don't like is that the Knicks just smoked this team. So like Orlando's going to be, they're going to come out there and they're going to play freaking hard. They're going to play freaking hard at home. Okay, so like with all that said, first off, let's take a look at Orlando, see if there's anybody I'm missing. Jonathan Isaac, I think, is probable. I think he's going to play. Gary Harris is out. Everyone else is good to go, though. Jalen Suggs, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Tristan Da Silva, the rookie, Wendell Carter Jr., Gogo Bitadze, and Anthony Black, Cole Anthony. All right, hold on. Let me just make sure. Jonathan Isaac, I'm like very certain is probable. Yeah, Jonathan Isaac is probable. And he matters, guys. He matters. He's like one of the best defenders in the NBA. Okay. Cool. Let's take a look at the point spread. -4. So that's a great point spread to be betting New York in. Even though I just said like the Magic are going to give like an amazing effort, that point spread is just too low. Like with the Knicks, I would hope that line would be more. Well, I don't hope because I want to bet the Knicks. -6. Somewhere around there. That's what I think this line should be more priced at. I think the Knicks win by a little bit more than 4. And so I like the Knicks here, guys. I do. I think the Magic might win the first quarter, first half, but as the game settles in, I think the Knicks get after it, and they're just too talented. And I think they overwhelm them and win the game. And in any sport, if you win the game and the point spread's not too inflated, Like in basketball, if the point spread's not over -7, like in the team, and you think that that team's going to win, they're normally going to cover the spread, guys. More times than not, they'll cover the spread. So if you feel really good about the Knicks winning the game tomorrow, just take them on the spread -4. I'm probably going to get there with the Knicks. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. All right, over under 215. This is an interesting over under because the Magic came out freaking fast against the Bucks the other day, but then they slowed it down in the second half. They got a 223 in that game. Sorry, they didn't slow it down in the second half. I think they slowed down a little bit. I think there's a lot of points at the end of that Milwaukee game. But then the game before that against Phoenix was 115, 110. Only thing is, New York has been playing a lot better defense. Sorry, excuse me, guys. The Knicks have been playing a lot better defense, and they've been slowing it down too. So, 215, I lean under. Probably not going to get there with that total. I might, though. You know what might be a good way to go here, guys, is Magic team total under. The only thing is, yeah, no, I mean, Magic team total under might be an okay play here, guys. That might be an okay play. I have to think about that one. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. 'Cause I'm tired. I want to go to bed soon. It's already 1:45 in the morning. We got like 4 more games to go. So let's get after it. Next game, Celtics and Wizards. Oh, we'll keep this quick. We'll keep this quick, guys. Just take a look at the depth chart real quick. Malcolm Brogdon's out. Kyle Kuzma's out. Keyshawn George, Corey Kispert. But the Wizards played hard against the Cavaliers the other night. They were like tied up going into the fourth quarter, and they ended up losing by 10. But still, that's 2 good showings in their last 3 games for the Wizards. Let's just take a look, guys, because right now, just like I said, that even the best teams against the spread, they'll start not covering. The worst teams against the spread, like the Wizards, they will start covering here. Oh, excuse me. Like 31% against the spread covering. They're 715. The Wizards will get some covers here, guys. They will. Like selectively, if we see that there's life, which there is a little bit of life in them right now, as far as them competing. And then also probably teams just like taking them super lightly, like pretending like they probably wake up like not even thinking it's a game, honestly. Okay, so Koulibaly had a really nice game. He went 5 of 8 from 3. Jordan Poole, not really well. Sarr went 2 of 4. That bench is so bad, guys. Jared Butler, Johnny Davis. Yeah, that's bad, guys. Okay, so yeah, we know that about them. Let's take a look at Boston, who's on the injury report here. Al Horford's out. That's the only thing. I don't think there's any games Monday because I see everyone's off until Sunday. Like I don't know what the NBA schedule is. Hold on, let me just take a look here at the NBA schedule, guys. No, there are teams playing on Monday. Yeah, teams playing Monday. No teams playing Wednesday. So Wednesday there's no games, and Thursday, Friday gets a little busy. So, okay, that's cool to know. All right, so I just don't know, guys, if Boston's going to take them seriously because if Boston does, it's a wrap. They'll win by 20, 30. And they've already beat them 1, 2 times. They've already beat them 2 times. Yeah, I'm not touching this game, guys. I'm not touching it. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I lean, though. I mean, obviously, Celtics -16. Sure, take it. Who cares? And then over, under, lean under 228. Lean under. But this is the game, guys. Tomorrow, like even though I'm saying like, hey, like let's rush through this Wizards game right now, we need to see if the Wizards actually have life again. If they actually have life again and they put up another good performance, my green light is on to give them a chance in a good situation. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, next game up. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves at the San Antonio Spurs. And I just looked at the line, and that is short. Short. -4.5 for the Timberwolves. I mean, guys, I was on one of the worst under losses in my NBA betting career. San Antonio and Portland, it was under 226. It was 49 to like 47 at halftime. And then the third quarter, Portland scored 46 points. Guys, I don't think Portland scored over 30 points like in the whole season. They have, I'm joking, but like Portland can't score, guys. So for Portland to get 46 points in a quarter, I lost that under. I was so pissed off, guys. That shit was crazy. Um, that's the NBA, man. One half can look like it's like no life, and then the next half, everyone's just can't miss. So that happens. All right. So Minnesota depth chart. Let's take a look here. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's good to go except for Joe Ingles. Let's see if they're coming off a win. I think they are. Yeah, they beat the Lakers by a 10 at home, 97-87. They're really playing good defense right now in Minnesota. Like, ever since Anthony Edwards called out the team, they're really locking down. So I hope there's little value still there because, literally 5 out of their last 6 games have gone under the total. I mean, listen to this, guys. They held the Clippers to 92, the Lakers to 80, the Clippers to 80, Golden State to 90, and then the Lakers to 87 again. So, just putting the clamps on people. All right, let's take a look at San Antonio's injury report. We got Zach Collins and Keldon Johnson on there, and Stephon Castle. Collins is doubtful. Trey Jones is questionable. Castle's questionable. And Keldon Johnson's out. Everyone else is good to go. Even Chris Paul off of his ejection the other night at Portland. So they've won 2 in a row. They start a 3-game homestand here. Let's take it. Yeah, like I said, that line's short. -4.5. I don't understand that. I mean, what's Minnesota? Why wouldn't they win by 5? I mean, I get it that San Antonio's going to play hard at home, but I mean, they didn't look good against Portland at all. It looked bad. So, yeah, Minnesota. That's on my short list. That's on the short list. Let's take a look at the over/unders. 214. I can only look under right there, guys. Like the way Minnesota's playing defense, Spurs won't get to 105 points. So, yeah, I mean, they might not even get to 100. The way that the Timberwolves are really playing defense. So, yeah, I'll think about that one. We'll get off of that one. All right, next game, guys. Next game up, we got the Portland. We got 3 games left, guys. Portland Trailblazers at the Phoenix Suns. See what's going on with Phoenix. Kevin Durant is back. Our guy KD, Trey. Bradley Beal's on the injury report. He's always on the injury report. He's questionable with a knee. All right. And they won in Utah. They covered by 8. That was annoying. I had Utah +7. That's betting the Utah Jazz for you. So they snapped their 3-game losing streak. So they got off the schneid. But they need to keep winning, though, guys. They need to keep winning. Portland, take a look at their injury situation because they got some situations. So Klingon came back last game, but he only played like 20 minutes, I think. Robert Williams is still out, and DeAndre Ayton is out as well. So they only have Klingon, and Klingon's not going to play 30 minutes probably. He might, but I don't think he will. So they'll go small ball again. That's what they did against what is it? The Spurs. But it didn't work. Like I said, it did not work the first half. They were slow. They were missing shots. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, guys. I need to see it again because they're going to go small ball against the Suns again here. So maybe an over is a play. Let's see what the line is. So the total is 228. See, this is what I'm thinking, though, guys. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Trailblazers scoring 116 the last game is just kind of a fluke. Like they never score that. Never score that, guys. They've only gone over that total. They've only got to 116 or greater like 4 times this season. So I'm going to chalk that up to an outlier. Phoenix likes to play slow when they can. And they kind of played too fast last game. And then they slowed it down in the fourth quarter against the Jazz. So I can only look. These two teams played, and it was a close game. I remember that back in November 2nd. The Suns only won by 6. So, yeah, I can only look the Phoenix minus 10.5. And then that over under. I kind of like Portland team total under. Maybe first half under. I like that under, guys, for Portland. I would lean under 228 for the whole game as well. Okay, next game. Next game up. Let's go. We got the Dallas. Man, this line's so disrespectful. I'm so tired of these teams. This is crazy, guys. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's kind of crazy. So Dallas is a minus 2.5, minus 3-point road favorite at Golden State. And I bet against both of these teams, won money betting against both these teams the other night on the NBA Cup. And I mean, I can understand why Dallas is favored. It's because Golden State is not, they're not in good form right now. So for the Mavericks, they got Luka, Kyrie, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Derek Lively. It looks like Najee Marshall and Maxi Kleber are out. I know Kleber's out, guys. He's got a fractured rib. Najee Marshall illness, but I think Najee played the other night. No. They're saying he's out. Yeah, they're saying he's out, guys. So he's out. And then Jaden Hardy. Hardy's good. I like Hardy. He's out as well. So their bench is Spencer Dinwiddie, Quentin Grimes, Daniel Gafford, and Olivier Maxence Prosper. It's not a disaster. All right. Dallas, their form. Let's look at their current form here. Current form. All right, so they got their win streak was snapped. That's interesting. So they had won 7 in a row before losing to Oklahoma City the other night. So that's why they're favored. Okay, they're in really good form right now. And they've been winning on the road a lot too. So, and obviously these two teams played on November 12th, and Golden State beat them by 3 points. And really, Dallas should have won that game. I remember that game. So let's go to the Warriors. The Warriors. So they traded for Dennis Schroeder today. That's a really great trade for them, like especially what they gave up for him, basically like just 2 third-round picks or something like that. It's absolutely crazy that the Brooklyn Nets just gave him away for that. See, Curry is questionable. We'll see. Moses Moody is out. Andrew Wiggins is questionable. Everyone else looks good to go for the Warriors. So we'll see. We'll see who gets ruled in, who gets ruled out. We'll see. There might be some weird stuff going on there with a couple of days off. Hard to get a pulse on that, right? So the Warriors have won 2 out of their last 8 games or 9 games, something like that. I think 9 games, guys. And just awful form right now. Really awful form. And they kind of snapped out of that form a little bit and put together a really good effort against Houston. And obviously should have won that game against Houston. But, such is life in the NBA. Some weird officiating happened at the end there. And, yeah, so they're going to be pissed off. They're going to want to play well. But I think this is Dallas' spot, guys. I'm going to agree with that line right there at the -3, -2.5. I do lean Dallas. Total 231.5. kind of lean under, but I feel like Dallas could kind of go off. I lean under. I lean under there. I might get there with that. I'm going to think about it. Okay, last game up, guys. Last game up, and I'm going to bed. I'm tired. All right, we got the Memphis Grizzlies at the Los Angeles Lakers. Whoa, this line is too short, guys. I just do not like that the Grizzlies are like the number one against the spread team. Because Grizzlies -4 against the Lakers right now, like the Lakers are awful right now. Like no one knows where LeBron is. LeBron's MIA, literally. The bench sucks. Got Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Cam Reddish. Like those guys are awful. Awful. Yeah, I mean, I don't want any parts of the Lakers right now. I really don't. And I bet them the other night. They kind of gave a good effort against Minnesota, but they're just not good right now, guys. They have won 3 games in their last 11. They're 3-11 in their last 14. Sorry, 14 games. Yeah, something like that, guys. Like they're trash right now. They're trash. And their only 3 wins were against the worst teams in the NBA: Utah, Portland, and they caught San Antonio in a bad scheduling spot because I was on the Lakers that day. I remember that. So, yeah, I don't want any parts of the Lakers right now. These 2 teams played on Wednesday, November 13th, and the Lakers won 128-123. And then they lost on November 6th, 131-114. And then John Morant's come out and says, like, he doesn't like this team. It's like straight up does not like this team. So we should get a really, really, really good effort from Memphis, I believe. I really do believe that. Memphis, let's check their depth chart, injuries. John Morant, Desmond Bain, Jalen Wells. All starters are good. Triple J, Scottie Pitt. Marcus Smart is questionable. He's questionable. And Zach Edey's questionable. Zach Edey might play. The return of Edey. Let's check their form. They've been winning. I know Memphis has been winning. Yeah, they've won 4 in a row. They've won like 10 out of their last 11 games. I mean, they're on fire, guys. They're winning on the road against good teams, at home against good teams. Like, Memphis is for real. If you didn't know, now you know. Memphis is legit. All right. Yeah, I can only look Memphis -4. I think that line's kind of crazy, honestly, guys. I think it should be like -6. Total is at 232. I don't know. Like, I want to say over, but do we really think the Lakers are going to score? I don't know. I mean, you're going to need the Lakers to get to like 115. Somewhere around 112, 113. Memphis gets to 120. 120 to 113. Memphis. That'll get there over the total. But, I mean, the Lakers are going to try to play defense. They're probably going to slow the game down. But Grizzlies are going to want to go fast. And if the Grizzlies get out to a lead, that plan's out the window. So I would lean over 232. But I know they're like one of the best over teams in the NBA too. So I'm hesitant to bet. Yeah, they're the best over team. It's 65%, 17-9. So I'm like hesitant to bet double like with the most trendy team. So, but yeah, no, -4, that feels short, guys. That feels short. So, all right, I'm going to bed, guys. I appreciate the love. Oh, follow me on Twitter at Easy Money Wins for all my official plays. If you listen this far, you might as well do that. And then like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.